Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna be reacting to this Yungeen and Foolio. What's it? That Demons of the Duval country. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. So alright.
One boy shot my house up. I was right on the bed, me and my little brother Quunk on. And they shot my house up from right here. This is my mama.
Got some skills while I'm gonna be
They shot
watching
my
it.
mama house. They shot this part right up. My mama was in the room. They shot that bitch up. My house always got shot. They always spent on my shit. They didn't even double the back though, for real. Come here though.
The ATK gang. Investigators say this organization is connected to a string of murders in Jacksonville.
There's many names for ATK. Ace's Top Killers is one. 9 people, potentially responsible for 15 murders that we know of, and who knows what else.
Today we're shooting scenes for When I See You, Who I Smoke.
Who I Smoke came out of nowhere, went crazy, kind of made it more mainstream to where people who don't even know y'all, they were tapped into it. Did you make them do that?
Oh, I took it too far when they made a song for the speaker. Once the dead get involved, it's already too far.
Way
What is
too
up,
far.
everybody? For the past few months, the most talked about song on social media is the Who I Smoke video from Yungeen. It exposed the mainstream to the deadliest rap feud that's been going on for years, and it's happening in Jacksonville, Florida. Rappers from there are on a completely different wave, hiding the clues to revenge killings inside their music videos, taking the beats from classic pop songs, and trying to rap the most demonic shit over it. Yungeen and his crew remixed the classic Vanessa Carlton song, 1,000 Miles, and flipped it, filming at a plush golf course, smoking cigars, all while dancing to lyrics that celebrate the deaths of their rival crew, led by the rapper Foolio out of North Jacksonville. Who I Smoke went viral, hitting 16 million views in 1 month,
Who I Smoke
and getting
is hard. I
reactions
could
from
see why
all the
it went
biggest
viral.
influencers online.
Who I Smoke. Say it.
No! Hey, Foolio, come get this nigga before you play with the top.
This is one of the most savage things I've seen. You know why? They show one gun in the video. But the way they seem to be just nonchalantly enjoy life while clowning the niggas who died?
So Foolio had to retaliate in a darker, more ominous way, remixing a classic Fantasia song, and in the music video, printing out a big poster of 2 of Ace's friends and his blood brother who died by Ace's side in a drive-by shooting outside a Japanese steakhouse. Ace was the only one in the car who survived. Since then, both Foolio's crew and Yungeen Ace's crew released this song after this song towards each other, leaving hidden messages in the music videos.
Got kidnapped. They found his bones. He was raw as Corbin.
Where is Corbin Johnson? The 18-year-old's parents say they dropped him off last week at a job interview, and they never saw him again.
Left his house Wednesday night. Here's a picture of him behind us. And there's a little in the way of clues as to where he might be.
Corbin ass was lost until they found him in that bag.
Corbin Johnson was last seen alive in July of last year. Then last
hold
Friday...
up. So when I seen what happened to Corbin, when I figured out what happened to him, I was like, dang. Because they haven't seen this dude for a while, and then all of a sudden he pop up in a bag. That's crazy.
Man discovered the victim's skeletal remains.
What makes this situation real cold is some of the folks beefing are literal cousins, blood relatives caught up on opposite ends of the feud.
No, he's your cousin. They fucking cousin, man.
That's your real cousin? That nigga cousin.
Oh. But the streets will separate you. That's the sad thing. They literally blood and family over here beefing with each other, trying to kill each other. I don't get it. Why? I don't get it.
We're getting into all this, but first I got my guy Millie's with Jim Jones for the song of the day today. This is Heightened Senses. Let's go.
Trying to turn the pandemic to a pandemic. Still racked up when the government can't lend it. Suckers spending unemployment tax on class A. Avoiding wreck like dudes ain't put your homie in the ashtray. Snacks. Got it on me right now. I'm sliding through the trenches. Never lived this lifestyle. We grew up jumping.
Just got on me right now, sliding through the trenches.
This shit relentless. Surviving on my instincts. Had to hide on my sins. I stay up at night and think about the things.
Alright, in order to understand this story, we gotta go to the biggest city in the country in terms of land size. That's not in Alaska, and that's Jacksonville, Florida. Florida's always had a huge presence in rap music, especially in the last 2 decades. But its biggest city, Jacksonville, never really got any mainstream success until now. And that's all because of these viral diss records between 2 crews. news. Yungeen Ace is the face of ATK gang, which mostly occupies the west side of Jacksonville. His rival Foolio is the face of KTA, alias Kill Them All, which is an alliance between two groups. Foolio's gang from the north, and Young and Reckless, a crew from the south side. What's worse about this beef is the amount of mutual friends both camps had at one point in time. Ace and Foolio were never exactly close, but they did have mutual friends such as Queso, who right now is locked up with his own father, charged for 2 murders, including the killing of Foolio's blood brother, Bibby. After Bibby's murder, Queso would notoriously walk around wearing Bibby jerseys, taking photos like it was a trophy. He even released an album in 2019, putting in...
Bruh, Jit wearing jerseys of somebody that he killed. Bruh, that's mad disrespectful. Mad. And he put him on his album cover, bruh.
Of his dead ops as the cover, like a Mount Rushmore of fallen rivals. Jacksonville police, or JSO, are notorious for not cracking cases. In fact, 70% of murders in the city go unsolved. So folks online came up with the catchphrase, JSO loves Queso, for the simple fact that he telegraphs what he's doing on social media.
You see how I'm like, come here, boy, come here, boy.
All of Queso's songs have millions of views on YouTube, and he was actually very close with King Von. The two had music together. Queso even appeared in that infamous video where Quando Rondo and Von were joking around with each other back when they were on good terms.
Dirty ass
Queso was there as well. But back in Jacksonville, Queso had a well-known reputation for demonic antics. He famously tried to organize a team deathmatch in real life with his own cousins, who repped the rival gang.
He's trying to kill his cousin. Are they beefing? By blood. He's trying to kill him.
Look at my cousin. We looking like my cousin don't want to talk. He trying to act all. He trying to act all hard. Oh, Jason. They got the black hoodies on.
One of the cousins on that live was named Lil
Like
Nine.
the deathmatch in real life?
Lil Nine was leaving a gas station when his car was ambushed, shot 12 times from a rifle inside another car, sending him crashing into a rent-a-wheel tire shop, where Lil Nine was pronounced dead at the scene. While folks at the tire store were trying to revive him, Lil Nine's friend who was in the crash with him was frantically walking around filming inside the store.
Bro, why would he record that? That's crazy, because he just know he gonna get clowned for recording that he's still dead. See, don't.
Funny play, man.
Of course, Queso responded with a video of his own, laughing.
Exactly, he gonna get clowned.
And Queso's blood brother, also Lil Nine's cousin, would recreate Lil Nine's death video from the tire shop.
Y'all fuck niggas played.
See? All he gonna do is get mocked and laughed at.
Y'all niggas played.
60 days later, Queso dropped a music video, and in it, we see him putting a photo of his own deceased cousin, Lil Nine, in the microwave. And the crazy part is, everybody that's beefing at one point in time is cool.
For real, the streets separated them.
They've been friends ever since, but the rival Foolio likes to remind Queso that back in 2015, he was hanging with them, and even had the nickname 6 Block Queso for his affiliation with Foolio's gang, 6 Block. Even Yungeen Ace admits he was a fan of Foolio's music before their beef really escalated, but a series of unfortunate events would draw lines in the sand. Neutrals had to pick sides.
Put it on the floor,
that's crazy.
right to your door.
Because they was really all cool before they was beefing. Then the streets separated them. Blood, family, close friends, all of that.
At a block party in South Jacksonville, it's in YNR territory, Young and Reckless. A crew led by YNR Mookie and his lieutenant, Slugga T. Ace and his gang show up to the party and get into an argument with YNR's leader, Mookie. Shots were fired and a bullet grazed Mookie's skin, with his lieutenant Slugga T shooting back. But Ace and his crew managed to escape the party, leaving Young and Reckless and Ace's crew on bad terms. On top of that, YNR's leader Mookie was already friends with Foolio's cousin. This made it easy for YNR and Foolio's gang to click up, creating an alliance under the name KTA, or Kill Them All, with one enemy in common, Yungeen Ace and ATK. The trends in Jacksonville at the time were not good. It was marking an increase in the murder rate year on year. In 2017, Ace would drop the song Go to War. This was an open invitation to anyone opposing ATK to retaliate. Not long after, Ace's home was shot up, but the tipping point was soon to come. A few months later, one of Ace's friends was out on a mission, looking to avenge a robbery that had happened to him. He knew exactly where the robber was, on the west side of Jacksonville at Foolio's cousin's house. So he snuck into the house, throwing a brick through the sliding door. Entering from the back, where he began shooting. No mask, no gloves. He couldn't get who robbed him, and instead he ended up killing Foolio's cousin, Zion, and wounding a 9-year-old girl. If this was the start of a war, Zion's death was the catalyst. Not long after, Zion's sister was shot 14 times in an attempt to prevent her from going to trial and testifying. She miraculously survived, and Yungeen Ace's friend who did the shooting was sentenced to life.
She survived,
but things were just getting started.
Like, people is so
Foolio's
lucky.
cousin being the first death
Shot
in the
14.
beef,
Hold
and
up.
KTA were looking.
She got shot 14 times. 1-4 and survived. She got, how much times Yungeen Ace got shot? He got a shot like around it, but I don't know. I think she got shot more than him. And she survived. She hard. Hold on,
Swiftly.
Oh.
They needed to make an example. Ace's music was starting to
I
pick
kept
up steam.
pausing it
His
every
new
time
song,
I
F
paused
That,
it.
was getting millions of views on WorldStar in mere days. Fans were already comparing him to Youngboy. Then a week later,
I like that song.
this
No
happened.
Four young men were in this car when they were shot. The vehicle pulled up to their Chevy sedan, opened fire, then took off. And one is in critical condition at the hospital.
Keontae Bullard, the only survivor of the quadruple shooting.
It's a Tuesday in June of 2018. Ace, his brother, and 2 friends were going to Wasabi, a Japanese steakhouse, for Ace's friend's 18th birthday. Everyone was in good spirits, taking photos. It was a celebration. But little did they know, the whole time, they were under surveillance. Rivals had found out their location because of Ace's Instagram story, taking photos outside the steakhouse. Ace even recorded his friends eating inside the restaurant and posted that
They were
too.
just having a
their
good
enemies waited
time, and
outside,
they all just
watching them eat. Then followed
went
them
away
leaving the restaurant,
in a matter of
driving along
hours.
the highway. When they got to a red light, the shooters opened fire on the passenger side of Ace's car, killing his 2 best friends and his brother, leaving Ace in critical condition. It was a quadruple shooting, and Foolio got the news before anyone else did, except he thought Ace was dead.
He thought he was dead. Nope. Still running around happy.
Of course, Ace survived, but he lost everything, his brother and his 2 best friends. The attention, however, was helping grow his career. NBA Youngboy would FaceTime him to record a song, and it also motivated Ace to make his biggest record ever, called Pain, which went viral and as we speak has 50 million views on YouTube. But the blood spilling was not over. Every time Ace would drop a song, his rival YNR Mookie would use the same song titles to make a diss track. The Jacksonville police even created a whole new department called the Violence Reduction Strategy Team, whose whole job was to basically comb through music videos from both camps, looking for clues. The assistant chief even said in an interview, "I don't think the primary goal is to entertain, but they are making real rap music." And at the top of the next year, in February 2019, Foolio's little brother Bibby was the next target for assassination. Bibby was just 16 at the time, and he was coming home from school one day in his own neighborhood on the north side of Jacksonville at the Hilltop Apartments. He was sitting on a gazebo in the courtyard of his complex with a friend. The 2 were looking at their phones when all of a sudden, pounding gunfire erupted. Bibby and his friend dropped the phone and jumped. Both started running in different directions, frantically looking for cover. A total of 60 rounds was shot in under 15 seconds. Bibby was killed instantly. A year later, when the court documents were unsealed, the police named Queso as the gunman responsible for Bibby's murder, saying that they drove for hours, circling the complex, parking,
Oh, so they
waiting,
so
until
they
finally
already had it
springing out
planned.
and unleashing Draco rounds in Bibby's direction. Then Queso allegedly walked up to Bibby, who was on the ground, shielding himself from the gunfire, and executed him at close range. Before
He was on the
fleeing
ground, bro. I
apartment
would've been
complex
gone.
in a gray Nissan. The court documents also
Hold up.
mention Queso's
They just said he came up close and murked him. Why wasn't he running, bro? Oh,
Bibby for wearing Bibby jerseys and posting it to his IG page in celebration. Queso's bond is currently set at $4 million. For Foolio, losing his brother and his cousin in a short period of time was devastating. But 2019 was also the year his music was going to the next level. 1 million views, back
see,
to...
I know him and Ace was devastated because he lost 2 of his best friends and his brother, like the people who hang around with the most. And Foolio, he lost his brother. Oh wait, yeah, he lost his brother, and yeah, see, I wouldn't know what to do at that time, but they kept going.
Back to back consistently. And he was doing it all independent. Foolio was a big deal in Florida, but not quite big enough to be touring the country on his own. Unlike his rival Yungeen Ace, who was booking shows
went
in multiple
worldwide.
states. Just a month after Foolio's brother died, Ace was performing at a nightclub in Waycross, Georgia. Him and his crew went back to the hotel to relax by the pool when they were suddenly ambushed. An SUV pulled up and a group of guys hopped out shooting. Queso was there and didn't hesitate for 1 second to shoot back. One of Queso's boys, Rallo, died at the pool in that shootout. Only Ace's side got arrested for shooting back. The other gunmen were never found by police.
They literally got ran up on at a hotel and y'all couldn't find who did it. At a hotel, surveillance everywhere, and y'all still couldn't find who did it, bro.
Say the quiet part out loud in his song Been Dead, where the lyrics go, shoulda killed me in Waycross, they hopped out with the K's. Me and Scotty bussin' back, we were on the same page. That's the same music video where he puts his cousin Lil 9 in the microwave. A month after dropping this song, Queso was arrested for a whole different murder alongside his father.
His blood cousin. Blood. The street separated them.
Who was charged with accessory after the fact. Allegedly, they were getting revenge on a rival rapper named KTA Lil Buck, who dissed Queso's older brother that died in a van full of Queso's relatives when 2 cars rolled up, blocking them off and put 100 bullets inside the car. Lil Buck was Foolio's close friend and a high-priced target that ATK got the drop on, allegedly rolling up at 11 in the morning while he was applying for a job to assassinate him. Queso posted to his Insta story right after, saying, I kill a dude, then get my toes done.
Receiving a pedicure with the caption, kill a N-word, then go get my toes done.
This wasn't the first hit done outside a job site. Another rapper, Jump Out, who beefed with Yungeen Ace and ATK, was killed while waiting in line to apply for a job at an Amazon warehouse, leading to the infamous line on Who I Smoke, where they say, found out where he was working and clocked him out. The war had escalated to a point where, no matter where they were, no matter who it was, one side was shooting at the other, and the other would shoot back.
No matter where they at, they still gonna have a war. They could be at a hospital. Yeah, they could be at a hospital, and they'll do it. I wouldn't be surprised if they did do it.
The Foolio's friends who are locked up, and YNR Mookie, and Slugga T are behind bars too. Even Foolio's girlfriend got shot in the head.
Y'all thought I was dead. Y'all ain't understood this yet, boy.
And to this day, Yungeen Ace still has a bullet casing in his butt from the quadruple shooting outside the Wasabi Steakhouse. That's it for this video.
Bruh, this is crazy. Like, all that beef and jump between ATK and KTA, that's crazy. Like, that's just real crazy. And I don't even know what to say. Cause like in the video, they was all friends at one point. And then like the street separated them. The streets. They talking bad. I'm just over here munching on my Skittles, bro. But alright, that's the end of the video.